Let's see. No, Gemini. Come on. Good morning. How are you guys? Good morning. Let's see. One second. Okay. I apologize. My my tablet died. I haven't had it on a charger for 5 days. I can't get mad. It hasn't been on a charger for 5 days. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. I can't believe it is Mother's Day weekend. I mean, if you celebrate. I can't believe it's Mother's Day's weekend this week. Went by slow but fast. You know, sick kids, migraine, all that fun jazz. I yesterday I took Hope to go get glasses, which is interesting. Well, took her to go get a eye test, and she has like really close to 20/20 vision, except in her left eye is like a very low. She's nearsighted and she doesn't technically need glasses, but sh like her right eye is compensating a little bit for the low vision in her um right eye, I mean her left eye or whatever. It's not that bad, but she wants some like Harry Potter glasses. So now we're on the hunt. She only needs to wear them while she's looking at school, like at like their smart boards. And that's it. She doesn't need them at all, really. So yeah, there's that. Um, I worked on a bag yesterday and I made so many errors. Like I'm a cocky little bag maker. I just need you to know, like things that I'm generally really good at, I'm kind of like cocky at. I am a Leo. So but my downfall is when I don't feel good, I keep pressing forward and I know I should stop. Um but I don't. It's my toxic behavior. Um, but I finished the candy bag by Petal and Small yesterday, and I went on live with my Patreon people around noon to show them just like the front panel exterior. Oh man, this bag is tiny. But when I finished the complete exterior and then putting the interior and exterior together, I fell in love with this little bag. I felt this little bag is so dang adorable. Like, I don't think photos can do this bag justice. It is so cute. And there's some new techniques in the bag. They're like there are different techniques in this bag and there's like different adjustments that I would make to the bag. But it's cute. It's very, very cute. Um I finished the bag. I didn't take any pictures. I went upstairs. I made sure the kids were okay and I kind of just a little bit crashed out and stayed in a dark room. My head is still not doing the best. I could tell that there's another storm about to come in, but it's not as bad as it was last Friday. So I'm not trying to be here to complain, but I did finish a bag and I feel really good about that. I'm going to probably have to like ice my head after after here. I have this like really cool. I want to call it an ice pillow, but it's not soft like a pillow at all. Pillow like at all. It's like this yellow brick that has like these texture things that you stick in a freezer, and you just like put it in the freezer. You take it out and like you lay on the ground or you lay on your bed, whatever you're comfortable at, and it like sits on your neck, and it's the most relaxing, soothing thing ever if you can handle cold temperatures. I know a lot of people like they get like the heebie-jeebies if cold touches them, but it's a really relaxing, soothing thing when I have really bad migraines. It just kind of I don't know. I don't like doing it in the wintertime. I take it's already cold. So um so I have that today. There's just like little things I have to do for today, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys this pedal bag because this is a newer designer. I don't know how many. Hold on. Let's see how many patterns they have on there. I don't know how many. I don't have my tablet, so I'm typing on prints. Bear with me. I feel like that is not accurate. The candy bag pattern by Prince. Not by Prince, by Petal. I say, mm, mm, mm. I want to be accurate when I say how many patterns they have. There's three options to this bag, and the options are there's the two options, main options, they're small and large. And the third option is in the small pattern, it has a instead of having a small flap, it could have a all over flap, which has then a different handle. But let me see something real quick. I'm on their website. All right, so it looks like they have a couple of quite a few bags. Oh, that's a really cute. If you go on their thing, I like their Issa bag and their Bella tote right off the pan, and they have a couple like zipper overlays. But it looks like they have about 8 or 9 bags. So this is the candy. How cute. This is so small. So this is their the candy bag, and it has like this thumb lock right here in the front. And what I like about this front pocket is they could have just like let this be just one panel of just like, vinyl or something. No, she didn't do this. This front panel is vinyl, but that's where it cuts off, and this is just whatever lining you have, whether it's cotton or it's waterproof canvas, twill, whatever you're working with. Um, and then it's that inside, which I think gives it a really classy touch and also helps reduce on bulk. So you have this really cute pattern right here, and then you have this inset side. So if you can see, the side kind of goes inside this. The side goes inside the side. So it gets sunken in, so it gives it this very unique shape, as you can see. I really like this how it works. I only thing I modified on this differently, if you look inside, these are kind of flaccid, and I shouldn't have used that word. They're flat. I put some tubes in here so that they can give it a more round shape. Um, but yeah, you could put rivets in here. I think it'll look really cute if you have put rivets down here. Um, thank you, Nancy. And you can do whatever you want to the back. I use one of Shannon's. Shannon from Not a Threat, she has little badges as well. This one says nasty little pocketsies. I love this one. And then this is my tags that I get from Heartward and Hide. This is actually little leather. There are these actual leather. This is my logo. It's supposed to look like the Death Star because Nova, Supernova, play on my name. So, and then on the inside, you have a nice taut recessed zipper, and you have a nice zipper pull. And this is what I was trying to explain to my Patreon peeps that I actually really like the lining of this. Usually I like to switch up linings because it's always like a slip pocket, it's always a zipper pocket, and I always want to switch things up like a welt pocket, a double cargo zipper pocket, or something different. But hers is different. So this is a zipper pocket, but it is, oh, let me get this out. It is a zipper pocket, but as you can see, it's encased into the sides. So it's a nice clean finish. There's nothing on the bottom of the lining. It's encased into the sides. And same with this slip pocket. The slip pocket, you're not going to see anything on the sides. It doesn't go all, this slip pocket doesn't go all the way down. It is encased so that way it's different. But your girl almost got me. Where she wants the measurements on the slip pocket is hilarious. When I read the measurement part of where she wants the placement, I was like, "Are you?" You know how everybody's like, "Oh, 3/8." Some people even say 5/8 of an inch. I got you, because I can be like, "Yeah, it's just one. It's one. It's a half an inch, and it's just like 1/8 more, right?" She says something off the wall. I was like, "Are you?" Yeah, your girl got me on that one. Okay. So yeah, so I was like, that was the only thing measurement wise. So it was very interesting doing this one because it was fun though. I had a blast making this. This is the cutest little bag. And I love how this part looks. And this is what we're going to be sewing in Patreon, except we're going to make the large, but the large is not very much bigger than this. This is 9 inches wide, and I think the large is 12. So, like, it's not very much bigger than this, and we're going to be doing some fun modifications. We're going to be putting some tubes in here and having some fun. And I think I'm going to be making a similar detail to the front. We're going to be doing to the back so we can maximize the space and pockets in here. I had a lot of fun making this. This comes together really fast. It's very clever. And I think everyone should get this bag and make this bag. I think it is, I do think it could be considered beginner friendly, but patience is a virtue and you need to read the pattern first. When I mean you read the pattern first, you need to have a highlighter so that you can highlight when you need to get the pattern pieces to each one and when measurements change from 3/8 to 1/4 to a odd number and you're like, what? So that way it could be a little bit easier for you to go along with the pattern. And it once you get all that and your brain can recognize and register that it's a different measurement and all that, it'll be a cakewalk. I do have a affiliate link to this pattern in my description box. And if you hit it, you purchase it, I get a small kickback, and that's it. If you don't want to buy from that and you want to go straight to the pattern, the the website, go for it. It's a really cute pattern, I think. And then she has a really cool, I did my crossbody, and then I'm really mad because I'm really hating tariffs right now, but Joe and Adam from Country Cow have the cutest rivets that I don't see anyone else have. But in order for me to put these rivets on, I have to use my press rivets. There's a press. There are two chunky pieces that you screw onto your rivets and they can press any rivets flat. But this says limited edition. I don't know you guys. Focus camera. Okay, and I have that on there so it could be, you know. I don't put it on both sides. I only put it on the side that's visible. Like on here, it just has the inside where it's where the slider is part. It's just a regular antique, but I like to put the limited edition on the outside so it could just be like something extra. I'd like to do that. Sometimes I do it with I usually put like a regular one and then like a second Chicago screw that is the theme because I like to, I don't know, sometimes I feel we don't address the adjustable strap, and then it can make somebody feel like they're wearing like something super cool, like a badge or something. So I like to do that, and I really like how this came out. And then in my slip pocket, I did use some cute Lord of the Ring fabric as well. I like how this came out 100%. All the zippers, everything just came out super darling. This is a cute size. It is tiny. I'm trying to give you something for size reference. You would think with a million things I have around me, you'd be like, sure, just pick something. Um, what size are, I think these are size 5 zippers. Hold on. I mean, size 5 scissors. No, they're 5.5. These are size 5.5 scissors. So you can see it's not a very big bag. It's like not a big bag at all. So I wanted to give you something that you can look like with a size reference. Do I have anything else? A spool, a standard 70 weight thread for those who like it's not a big bag, but it's super cute. And because the slip and zipper pockets in the inside are so tight against the wall of the bag, you have this whole compartment to throw your cell phone, water bottle, or whatever else in here. So I think it's well worth it. And I think people are really going to like this bag if you make it for them, or they'll sell it. I'm curious on, I still haven't figured out a price point on what I would sell it with. I do think it's based on the material, but I think how this is made and how small it is, this can be a really good precious fabric scrap buster. Hear me out. Like this is like I'm using like really nice high end more expensive like custom fabric, but it didn't even take up a fat quarter. So like you have a chance to use some of your more custom like fabrics in smaller quantities and still have a chance to do it. So I'm probably going to take some pictures of this today. I'm just trying to see how I could take pictures where I can show off this part, because this curve deserves to be shown off tremendously. I love this curve so much. There's a couple pattern designers that have utilized this curve a lot similar. I think it's called the Raya from Sewing Arts. She was one of the first people that do it. If I'm not mistaken, her pattern is like 5 years old. I think I did her pattern with an Alice in Wonderland one. If you go into Sewing Arts, I did her pattern like 5 years ago or so, and it was a black and white Alice in Wonderland one. And I'm not too sure if I think something's going on with her where she is not going to be selling licensing or patterns anymore or making new patterns. I don't quote me on this, but I thought I seen something not too long ago in reference to it. That bag is a Bad Mama Jamma, and it was the first time I've ever seen someone do this. And then I believe more recently, about a year or two ago, Lavender and Twine, she did something similar to this. So it's a not a very new technique, but not many designers have done this technique. So if you've been interested and you've seen this technique in a lot of fashion bags, this might be the bag for you, because I do think that this particular designer explained this technique really, really well. And I cannot wait to do this with Patreon, because I think once you learn this technique and see how easy it is and how fast it comes together, you're going to be golden. And I have some other tips and tricks that I think will even make this bag even easier that I have learned along the way. So I like to, if I can, make the bag ahead of time, so that way, if there's something that we can do to make it even more smoother transition or have less bulky seams, that is my Achilles. I do not like bulky seams. I feel like bulky seams can make the difference to make your bag either look professional or homemade to me. And that is, just because you can sew over it doesn't mean you should. Just because you have a domestic or an industrial, you should not have bulky seams. That's not why you should have an industrial machine in my eyes. Bulk is bulk, and it doesn't need to be sewn over it. That's just my thought process. So I like to go over, and there are some areas where it can get bulky, and I'm going to show them how we can reduce the bulk, flatten the bulk, and all that stuff, so it can just look as seamless as possible. So that's my plans with this bag, and that's what we're going to be sewing for the month of May, and I'm really excited about that. Let's see. The pattern is, Linda, it's called the Candy Bag from Petal. If you like exit out of the comment section, if you go into the description, I have an affiliate link for that. If you go hit it, it should take you straight to the pattern and you can buy it. It is a really cute bag. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, if you could thumb up, hearts, and leave a comment in this area, it does help the channel get recognized. And like a lot of people ask me, how does it get recognized? It's similar to Facebook. When you comment on someone's post, sometimes what it does, it either shows people in your friendship group or people that follow you that this is another person you might want to look at, or it might show people that have the same interests as you, not necessarily people that are in your friendship group, but people that in how Meta sees in the same kind of demographic that they may like the same things that you do, and it introduce people to them. So that's how an algorithm goes. So like somebody that likes the same things, like I like true crime, so if there's other people that like true crime and cooking shows like I do, they'll be like, well, Nova likes this, so maybe somebody else might, and they'll introduce them to the person too. That's how an algorithm goes. And how kind of like it's been around forever. It's just a new word, kind of like Nelson TV. Like if you sit down and you watch The Simpsons and you're in a demographic for age, ethnicity, and lifestyle, Nelson will try to introduce other people with that same age, ethnicity, and lifestyle to it, because they think since you did it, that somebody else from that same demographic will like it too. It's the same process as the Nelson TV, since like the TV's been around, but they just call it an algorithm. So if once you comment, like, and whatever, somebody from a similar background as you, they'll try to say, well, maybe they like Nova too. Let's introduce her to her. And that's why you hear subscribers like, smash that like button. You hear it in like even people that have like 10 million following saying it. It's not because we're like robots and we want you to say it. It's because it really does help our channel tremendously, more than you know. Yeah, the I have that. The fabric is from Alchemats. The Lady Fair, unfortunately, this it's overseas. It's Serial Bag Maker, and right now with the tariffs, I unless you're willing to pay 125%, because she gets her fabric from China. Yes, Arnetta, I do have a link to the pattern. It's in my description box. So if you just exit out of the live, not the live, well, the comments, and just go into my description box, it's right there. You can click it. If you can't click it, you can screenshot it and copy and paste it, and you should be able to get it in. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, that's one of my favorite colors too, and only it it's 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 a cereal bag maker's version of Mora. She has very different colors than inline bags. She has an azul in this one, and it's stellar. And I also got the zipper tape color to match, and it's Chef's Kiss. But yeah, until this tariffs. So, oh yeah, we have our first American Pope, people. What the heck? We've seen history. You know what is crazy? I don't think we emphasize enough when we are a part of history that when 100 years from now, when the second, third generation happens, that we are living history. We have our first American Pope. It's like not politics, religions, or anything. I just think that particular fact is pretty interesting. I thought we were going to see black smoke for weeks, because they were like, dong dong, black smoke people. And I was like, I was fully prepared to think it was going to take weeks, maybe months, not like 2 days. I was like, what? I was watching something on Amazon, and it came across. I was like, what? No way. That's cool. Yay. Like it was a really interesting experience. I mean, first of all, I there's this guy, there's this gentleman, and he does yeah, seem really quick, right? There's this gentleman, he's a YouTuber, and I gotta get you guys his link. He made all he does like satire, like comedy. He made all the popes like real housewives, and he gave them like catchphrases, and he you know how I've never seen Real Housewives, but he made them like zoom in and do different poses, and like they all had like catchphrases and what they're gonna do inside the house, and like he low key maybe like interested in who was gonna be the next pope, and I couldn't. they were in like 60-second shorts, and he had it in like a three-part series and three different series. And now I'm waiting to see what he's going to do with the American Pope, because I I didn't know it was going to be that fast. But yeah, yesterday we seen history happen. First of all, it has to be the fastest one ever, right? And second of all, it's an American one. I'm like, if I was a betting woman, I wouldn't have bet on us. I just I'm not saying we're bad. I shouldn't have to say anything. Like, I just wouldn't. I don't have words. So yeah, that was interesting. It was like probably across my watch. I was like, an American Pope. So yeah, that was pretty fast, because when they said I got the two first and like things were like black smoke, I was like, yeah, we're not, it's gonna be like months or weeks or whatever. And I was like, what? That was fast. Maybe they're like, we have no time to waste. Like, I don't know. There's certain moments in like history that you wish that you were a fly on the wall. That is one I would like to be in the fly. Like, are they just all quiet? Like, is it, I know they're not monks, but I'm just out of curiosity. Do they have like speech and debate? Is it I, in my head it's either all they're all quiet, or did any of you guys watch Henry, what's the Henry the Eighth thing that was on HBO or whatever? Like when they would like like low key go off on each other and they were really catty. I'm like, I have so many questions. I would like to be a fly on the wall just to see how the interactions go. Do they have like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just interesting because they all have like different points of views. They all like cherish something and condemned other things. So it's very interesting because like, I don't know. It's very intriguing to me. It is awesome about the Pope. Thank you. Yeah, so I was watching something off the wall. Like, I don't know if you guys ever seen what was I watching on um what was I watching on Amazon? I was watching this thing where these kids graduate high school, and they're once a year they have these like like these deadly games, and the winner wins like a honey pot like of $100,000. But last year someone accidentally like doesn't make it, so like the police are after them. The show, I was like, this like this on the show, like what the heck? And that came across, I was like, okay. um yeah, that's how I found out yesterday. So yeah, that I have a weird life. I don't know. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I was watching something about, I wonder if that was based on something. Like, have you ever watched a TV show and it's so realistic and you're like, is this based off of real life stuff? Like, I don't know. Like when I watched the TV series Hunters, which again, Amazon gets really good TV shows, and then like after two series, they're like, oh, it didn't get enough what people watching it, and then they just cut it off. And they said that it was based off of some real life events, not all of it, but some. And they just cut it off after two seasons. That show was so unbelievably like good, like so good. It had Al Pacino in it. Like, anywho, but yeah, I'm going to hop off and probably drink a gallon of coffee so my eyes are not half masked, because apparently that's how everybody knows I have a migraine. And and then probably take pictures of this and start getting prepared and printing out patterns and get ready for the weekend. Remember, tomorrow is Sleep-In Sunday, Sleep-In Saturday, and on Sunday I'll see you guys off for Mother's Day. So I really hope that if you guys are celebrating Mother's Day, any of you guys out there, that you guys get to enjoy your weekend. If you're not, I hope you get to enjoy your weekend and it's not storming. If it is, and enjoy the process of chilling at home and do something for yourself. Treat yourself, whether it's like a homemade facial mask or a hair mask or painting your own nails or doing something. Remember to take care of yourself, because sometimes the best person that can take care of yourself is you. So, um, I will talk to you guys all on Sunday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. All right. Bye. Oh, you want to see the back end? I'm sorry. Here you go. This is the candy petal. And then it's the recess zipper. Yes, Nancy sleeping in is good. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. I think